So, hello everyone, sorry for the delay there, we're already a minute and a half into quali, just had to get the stream set up. You're here in F1, OFR F1, sorry, Division 2, Race 2, Season 6 here in Spa, and we've got 15 drivers racing around today, and then in 1 hour's time we've got the D1 grid with a full grid actually. It's getting really interesting. You've got Dr. Robot and Ash here today. How you doing, Ash?
Hello, I'm good, looking forward to the fun and frolics of racing today at Spa.
Yeah, definitely going to be an interesting one. I know it's only a 25% race for D2, but there's a lot of D1 races in this race getting practice for the next one. And it is going to be a dry race, but you know there's a lot of tricky parts on this track. Definitely, I reckon we're going to see some guys going off. Rouge and Radion side by side, probably. They need to be careful. And Spa's always entertaining in OFR. It's never had a boring race here in Spa.
No, definitely not. It's one of the very few tracks that's raced in F1 and GTS, and it always produces action. It's one of the classics.
It is.
It's one of the classics. Some iconic corners, of course. You've just mentioned Eau Rouge, Radion, Pouon, and of course Blanchimont.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have to rely on you to give me the corner names because I'm absolutely terrible when it comes to names. I can remember numbers, but just not names, unfortunately. But we're going to try and focus today on the D2 drivers because some of them said that they wanted more screen time because it was just the D1 drivers out ahead last week. So let's see if we can do that. I'm riding on board with BJ Robber right now, who's just coming up to the end of his out lap. He is going to be starting a hot lap, and yeah, let's see what he can do. He's currently in P2, and I do have his telemetry as well, so let me see if I can show you guys that so you can see what's going on with his tyres and stuff like that. So here you go, telemetry up. He's not sharing his telemetry, but we can see his tyre temperature, so that will do. So here he comes into turn 1, brakes just at that 100 metre board there, turns in, just kisses that apex. You don't want to take too much of that because it's so cambered and you will disrupt the car if you take too much. But he's got through there okay. He's up to 7th gear, up to 8 before he gets to Radion and Eau Rouge. Let's see if he's full throttle all the way through there. You can watch those left tyres heat up there. Oh, he's lifted and he's look at that! Red tyres all round. He's managed to avoid the wall though. He's not got any damage, I don't think. And he's facing in the right direction. But hey, there you go. We called it, didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely. He just lifted off right in the middle of Eau Rouge, and that was it. He was straight to the scene of the accident. It's very, very difficult, I feel, in a Formula One car. Eau Rouge. You've got to take the right line, and unfortunately for him, he didn't quite get it right. Figgy going fast already, 45.8.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting race for him. He's got a lot to prove this race too. Apparently he's had a lot of stick in the party chats and in Discord. People saying he's not a very clean driver, but he's got a lot to prove. Let's hope he can finally break that habit, and let's hope that he's patient on track. He doesn't go for every gap that exists, and he just takes it easy. Because he is a quick driver. You can see that already. Look, he's second out of these three drivers. He's quick. He just needs to work on his consistency.
Yeah, he was quick last week at Interlagos. He just kept having too many Nikita Mazepins.
Yeah, Nikita Mazepins. Like I said, let's hope he can do it right. Now we've got a Super Bounty returning as well. He's just gone purple in the final sector. That's put him in P3, a 1:44.8. Compare that to D2 Figgy's time. That's a second quicker on that same tyre. So you can see there is still quite a divide between D1 and D2 at the minute, but you know, this is the slower division when compared to D1, and these guys are practicing and they are getting faster and faster each week. So hopefully soon that gap starts to reduce a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it'll only benefit as well the other guys having some of the D1 drivers, because then it gives them a yardstick to get quicker, basically.
Yeah, I think you've nailed it as well. And also, you know, instead of them just racing, you know, 8 drivers around the track, they've got, you know, what, three quarters of a grid right now with 15 drivers. They are going to be battling some of these guys wheel to wheel, and it is going to give them a lot of experience of how to do that cleanly, how to do it fairly, and how not to ruin someone's race, both for the D1 and the D2 guys. So I think this is a good exercise for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of them may not like it, but it gets a fuller grid, and it's not just 7 or 8 people blasting around the track. I mean, I remember commentating on some of the D3 races last season where there was only 5 or 6 to a grid, and that wasn't entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
It really wasn't. A lot of the drivers then said that they didn't want any of the faster guys in, they messed with the race, and there was 225% races there too, so it really was quite uneventful at times. But I think we've solved it this season. We've not had any D1 drivers get into scuffles with D2 drivers. No one's complained yet. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that the type of driver that you've got from D1, the likes of Pingu, Jota Josu was up there by just a thousandth of a second, by the way, from Pingu. You've got those types of drivers who won't necessarily get involved in other people's races because normally they're a little bit further ahead, and that's not being disrespectful, of course.
That's right. I think you nailed it there. Now I'm riding on board with Paisley. He's just coming through Blanchemont now on his outlap. Let's ride on board with him actually and see how he gets on. And I will load up his telemetry too. He's currently in P11, so let's get that shown to you guys. Hopefully you can see it. There we go. And here he comes up through the bus stop chicane right now, through turn 20, and away he goes. So he's really revving out the gears, isn't he? I think he could help himself if he just didn't rev so much and he upshifted a lot earlier. I think he's losing some time there. Big lockup as he goes through turn 1 there, and here he comes, the climb up to Radion and Eau Rouge. Let's see how he gets on. So he's full throttle, he's keeping it in 7th though, helping him to reduce his speed. He's got a little bit of oversteer, but he's managed to hold it. His tyres didn't overheat as he was flying through there actually. So he's managed to hold on to that car and hold on to his Sector 1 time as well. He hasn't validated though. He's invalidated his time, and I think that was through Eau Rouge, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm just watching the end of Smalley's lap. He's gone 7th fastest, 47.9 for his opening gambit. I was talking to Smalley just before coming into commentary. He's been managing to get into the 45s, so he's looking all right, Smalley. If he can hook a lap together.
Yeah, and to be honest, that's a pretty decent time for him though. 147. I think last season you could only manage a 149 around here, so you can see that practice is starting to pay off. Now, I'm quickly going to check if I can see how much fuel he's got. He's still got 2 laps of fuel left. So he could actually set one more lap. I wonder if he's going to come into the pits. He's gone wide there, and he's not invalidated because he lifted and he went a bit slow. But I'm not sure if he's still on a hot lap. So we're watching his front right tyre heat up there and get up to 120 degrees on the surface temp and 115 on the core temp there.
Pouon is a very, very tough corner. It's quick and you've got to get the spot on. He's on a slow down lap because that's slower than what he was in the middle sector. Yeah, 6/10.
Yeah, he's 6/10.
Pouon is such an aggressive corner to get right because it's so easy just to go off and invalidate your lap right on the outside.
Yeah.
So and also, as you said, it builds tyre temps on the right front because it is literally, that's the tyre that'll take the pasting round that corner.
True, that's very true. And Smalley's into the pits. He actually ran out of ERS too. He's got absolutely 0 ERS to discharge on this lap. So good idea to come into the pits. Fresh pair of soft boots and straight back out, I reckon. Let's see how Lex is getting on. He's another D2 driver here. He's racing in the Ferrari. He's done his lap. He's done a 1:47.482. So that's about 5/10 quicker than Smalley's time. I think he's going to be happy with that too. But I reckon he should come in as well and set another lap.
Big shout out to Stig as well. 1:45.4, only a couple of tenths away from Figgy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very, very impressive time. I don't think he's had much practice around here either. If you're watching him lock up as he goes through Russell's there. Go on.
Oh my, I've just watched Hazy have an incident through Pouon. His car got very, very loose on the first part and almost collected somebody as they went past.
Oh, and Santi's out. Oh, let me save that replay. I don't think I actually caught what happened to Santi. I don't think I caught the aftermath of it. Let's just see if we can see what happened there.
Oh my, I've just watched Hazy have an incident through Pouon. His car got very, very loose on the first part and almost collected somebody as they went past.
Oh, and Santi's out.
Oh, that's a... Aha. and Ben's just had another incident, and he's just had a massive spin coming through Blanchemont of all places.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what his tyres currently are as well, because they must be heavily overheated. Yes, look at this, guys. I'm going to bring it up on the stream now. His tyres are 120. They were just 128, but yeah, he's managed to cool them down to medium temp now, and he's coming straight into the pits. He should be able to set another lap if we get in there quick enough. Right, who's on an outlap? Figgy is on an outlap, and so is Smalley. Who haven't we looked at from D2 yet? We've got Bronco Brive, one of the new drivers. He's currently in the pits, so we'll stay off him for now. Is there any other D2 driver racing around? Listen.
Listen, Power.
Let's ride on board with him then and see how he's getting on. So
where is he? He's come through P1 now.
Yeah, he's done a fair few laps of practice too. Oh, Santi's left the session. Oh, what's happened there? I hope he's not been disconnected or anything. We'll have to see on the Discord, see if he says anything. Anyway, thanks guys for watching the stream as well. Nils has joined us. Nils should be... Oh, Nils isn't racing in D1 today. I think he's busy with schoolwork, unfortunately.
He had two very good races yesterday. In GTS, Nils, he's just... I said it to him privately, and I'll say it again. He is by far the most improved driver in GTS by a mile.
Yeah.
By a mile.
I mean, this is currently. I know we've only done 2 races, but it is shaping up to be an impressive title fight between AJ and Nils so far. I know it's only 2 races, but Nils' pace has just rocketed. I don't know where he's got it from.
He's just improved. He's just got better and better and better. It's as simple as that. And you know, I've taught him quite a lot. He's practicing like crazy, and he's getting the just rewards, and he thoroughly deserves it.
He does.
I was just going to say, I think AJ's going to be in for a bit of a title battle.
Yeah, I think they're only separated by something like 6 points at the moment, and that is AJ's worst start to a season. I know that might sound weird, even though he's leading, but he's always won the first 2 races, and since we've only ever had 1 race and not split over 2 races like we do currently in the format, AJ's not just pulled away like he usually does, and Nils is the Verstappen, AJ's the Hamilton, and there's going to be an interesting season coming.
Yeah, absolutely. I think AJ's been pushing that hard. He has made the odd mistakes in races so far this season. He made a couple. I don't know whether it might have been one, but he might have had an incident in another. But he keeps making the odd mistake here and there. And now he's got Nils for company. This is going to be a very, very good title fight between the pair of them.
Some say AJ pushes too hard, others say he pushes other drivers too far. Who knows? Few reports, I think, have come in for AJ this week as well. You don't see many for Nils, do you? So that could be another factor in this title battle. If AJ racks up those penalty points, racks up those grid place penalties, Nils could just get this by default. Not taking anything away from Nils, because if he wins, he will have deserved it. 100% of his places for one of them. So many things to consider with these 2 races. A lot going on in GTS. Now, let's get back to Formula 1. Ulysses out for a 3rd lap on these soft tyres. He's lifting as he's going through Eau Rouge and Raidillon. Hopefully, by the end of the race, he can figure out how to do that full speed. He has got a car behind him who's pulling along in the tow. We've also got BJ Robbo. Oh, BJ Robbo's in the pits. Figgy is out on track, and he's going slowly. He's run out of fuel. He is flashing fuel. I wonder what's happened to Figgy then. He's going to be starting in P6, it looks like. And we've also got Hazy back out on some fresh soft tyres. He's on a hot lap right now, so let's ride on board with him.
The twin right-hander, the second part of this should be flat. He's slight lift, but he's done okay there. So now he's heading up to Blanchemont. This part of the lap is just absolute flat chat. Yeah. And as long as he doesn't hit the curb on the inside, yeah, that looks okay. Now he's heading towards bus stop. Hard on the brakes. Misses the first apex, but gets the second one all right. Here he goes now. 45, 46, 47-1.
Again, that's not that bad of a time though, is it? I mean, he looked like he was really struggling for grip at the end of that lap there. His rears were lighting up so much as he was getting through the bus stop chicane, but he's done a 147, and I think, again, that's a second and a half quicker than it was last season, so he is improving.
Yeah, without doubt. I think with Ben, I'll be very, very honest. He can be very hard on himself at times, where he probably shouldn't be. He's a very, very good driver, and he deserves a bit more credit than he gives himself at times, because he's still learning the game. He's still learning GTS as well when he drives in GTS. But he is a very, very good driver, and you know, like I say, he just needs to give himself a bit more credit.
Now, look at that. Stig has just crossed the line. He's set a 1:44.202. That's bumped up into 7. He's only 4 thousandths off Figgy's time at the minute, and he's got time for another lap. He's got the ERS for another lap as well. Let's bring up his telemetry actually and just see how much fuel he's got left. He's currently in P7. Let's have a look. Oh, he's not sharing his telemetry. That's a shame. But we will look at his tyre wear, because that could be interesting. His tyre temp, sorry. So here he comes down the Kemmel Straight. Watch these fronts and these lefts light up as he comes through this right-hander there. There you go. Front left lighting up. Sorry, go on.
I was about to say he's up by 2/100ths of a second.
So at the moment he's looking at P6.
Yeah. So Figgy hasn't come out for another lap, so he's got a very, very big chance of beating Figgy's time now as he's heading down from no name now into P1.
Here he comes.
Let's see. Yeah, it's just awesome to watch an F1 car through there. It's super committed.
Yeah. As soon as you hit that apex, it's flat out from there, and this is just so much downforce on these cars. You can have trust that the car's not going to slip out. He's just coming through.
6/10 up.
Oh, he's up. Interesting.
6/10 up.
So there he goes.
Wow.
He's definitely going to get it, but this actually means he's challenging Super Bounty for P6 right now. If he's 6/10 up, he could jump Bounty. Let's see if he's going to do it. Rick's just after that 100-meter board. He locks up those front tyres. Manages to make it through. Is he going to get oversteer? A little bit of oversteer there. Slight correction. Crosses the line. Oh!
43.6.
Wow. Wow. He was only 600 something.
That was a smoking lap time.
Great job.
Now, just watching Proctor's not on a good lap. I don't think there's anyone else on a lap, if I'm being very honest with you. Last sessions and no, I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah, Proctor's coming into the pits, like you say, and Johto's lap's done. I saw him go off earlier somewhere. So Johto's done as well. So that's it. So out of the D2 drivers, it's who is it? It's Figgy, BJ Robbo, Bronco Brive, Lex Hazley, Smalley, and Alyssa. But look at the gaps between them though. From Bronco, I can't say his name properly. Bronco Brive, is that how you say it? Oh, I've lost it.
Yeah, Bronco Brive.
Bronco Brive. Let's have a look.
I keep thinking Bronco Brive is Bondavine from last season.
Yeah, Bondavine's been jumped up to D1 now though, so he's going to be racing in a 30 minutes time, 40 minutes time. Yes, that should be good. Yeah, there's a 7-second gap from first to the end, but remember that's D1. So if we take Figgy as the D2 leader at the moment, it's quite close for the top 4 D2 drivers. There's only 8/10 covering them, and it's about a second each way for the drivers behind them. But a lot can happen in the race. Let's hope it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, I think it will be very, very interesting to watch. It'll be interesting to see strategy-wise who does what.
Absolutely. So guys, we'll just be right back while waiting to load in. So guys, thanks for waiting there. Just had to sort something out with the capture card. It seems to be freezing a lot recently and I don't know why. I do believe we have a formation lap on, so we are going to be looking at the drivers' tyre temperatures as they are heating their tyres up. Let's just quickly see if it is on though, because I don't want to say it is and then forget to watch the start of the race. There's only one red light there, so yeah, here we go, formation lap. So let's ride on board with Johto Jusu first, and let's see how his tyre wear works out for him. Oh, sorry, his tyre temperatures. He's not sharing his telemetry, so we can't see where he's currently at, but I'll show you now. We can see his temperatures.
Just while you're sorting that out, I'm just having a look to see what tyres people are starting on. Everyone bar Proctor is starting on the soft tyres.
Yeah, Proctor did set his time on that medium. He's in the top 10, isn't he? So he has to start on that. All those outside the top 10 though, particularly those D2 drivers, have all opted to go for the soft because they are essentially in a race in their own, so I think they have done the right thing there. Now, Johto Jusu has got his tyres up to around 90 degrees average all round. They're all looking green at the minute. I'm going to quickly flick through the drivers here and see if we can catch anyone with blue tyres. We've got some blue tyres here in P6. That's super bounty. His rear tyres are too cold. Keep switching through. Look at this, P9 of Proctor. Those medium tyres are not heating up as quick as the other guys. Some of them are on 70 degrees right now, and there you can see the difference between how much harder it is to generate heat into those medium tyres than it is the soft tyres. Now down to P10, P11 has got two really cold rear tyres there. That's Bronco Bribe. And it's just going a bit further down. Everyone else is looking a lot more stable, apart from Illicit. Illicit's tyres are down at 76, 75 degrees. He definitely needs to put some more energy into those tyres there. Someone is on the grid as well. Who is that? Is that Proctor? Oh, it's Random. Random's been DSQ'd. He must have hit another driver.
Hmm?
Yeah, he's been DSQ'd from the start of the race.
No, I did not just be disqualified from the warm-up lap.
Yeah, that's what I meant, sorry. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Let's turn off that telemetry now as they're just coming up to Blanche. Is that how you say it? Blanche?
Blanchemont, yeah, Blanchemont.
I get that. I'll ride on board with Ollie just for the race start, because he's going to be side by side with Johto Jusu, our previous D2 champion contender, and probably D1 championship contender this season too, just lining up on the grid now. One thing that is important to note that I'll just show you guys, so a lot of people do ask questions about this. If you look at the telemetry right now, you can see that it's frozen, the tyre temps are frozen, and when the lights start to go out, as you'll see, they'll start to drop rapidly. So Johto has got his tyres at 90 degrees on the front, 85 on the rear, and watch what happens as the lights come on now.
I'm going to keep an eye on Figgy for the start.
And there you go, you can see the tyres dropping there. So here we go, riding on board with Ollie. Let's see what he can do. That's 5 red lights. And, oh, Lex has got a drive-through penalty. He's jump-started, but so has someone else. BJ Robbo's got one too. Now it looks like Ollie's going side by side. Johto has got the inside line, so he does have the racing line as he's going through the corner here. Santu is looking to make a move on Ollie too as they're racing on their way up to Rouge and Radio. Now we've got a lot of drivers in the rear. D2 drivers getting oversteer through the first corner. Now let's hope that these guys can keep it clean as they go up through Rouge now.
And everyone was clean down the middle of the field as well. Figgy's had a very good start. He's got up to 7th place. Obviously, he's going to be advantaged as well with Robbo, and it's almost 3 abreast here. Figgy, Stig, and Super Bounty.
Yeah, look at that. They were so close. Stig and Super Bounty left each other the perfect amount of space there, and they managed to get through that chicane okay.
Yes. Figgy's having a look down the inside of Ravage here of. Stig just thinks better of it.
We've got yellow in sector 2. It looks like, is that Bronco? It's BJ Robbo. BJ Robbo's against the wall. Oh, someone else is too. Is it Proctor? Oh, I think. Oh, is Proctor letting him go? Maybe there was an incident there between Proctor and BJ Robbo.
And now Figgy's having a look down inside Stig again. now into pit path.
Stig's lost it. Oh no.
They were absolutely side by side. Oh, someone else's round. Slav Sesh.
Hang on, what's going on here? It's all kicking off, isn't it? Wow, now I did manage to catch that on the replay. Let's just quickly watch it and see what happened there. Oh, I think... Ooh. Did I save it? So yeah, so this is when Proctor's coming back onto the track. But I'm going to switch back to Figgy now, I think.
And now Figgy's having a look down the inside stick again.
Yeah, look at this.
Now
There was no contact. Oh no, Slick just
this.
took the inside curve there as he was going through Fuon. That's what happened. And Lex is in the pits. We've got yellow in sector 3 again. Who's that? Is that Stig?
I tell you what, mind. Figgy's up to 4th. No, he's not up to 4th. That's got to be an error.
No, he's up to 4th. He's up to 4th. He's got random series behind him.
And yet, Ben's showing his 5th.
He's 6th on my screen right now.
No, hang on, here we go.
Is it
Computer starting to shuffle itself. Because my telemetry says lap 3.
Yeah, it's glitched. And there you go, Hazy's back down to P12, P10. Oh wow, Codemasters are at it again, guys. Something strange is going on.
Yeah, because now we've got Laugh Session out in the lead. We know he's not. Here we go.
What on earth is happening here? I've not seen this before. There we go. We've got the Deltas back. It's Joe 2 out in front. It's still saying BJ Rob. Did BJ Robber leave the session? Is that one?
No, he's pitted.
Ah, okay, that's interesting. Hopefully it will fix itself soon. Let's get back to the race with these D2 drivers, and everyone's quite spaced apart at the minute according to the Delta. There we go, it's all back now. Johto's back in the lead.
Yeah, Johto's back in the lead. Figgy's doing a very, very good job here in 6th place. Managed to avoid incidents, and he's now got himself a little gap over Ben. And Smalley's come up nicely. He's now up at the 8th, so that's a good job there from Smalley.
Yeah, it is. Pretty decent job. Santi is battling Ollie right now. I'm just going to switch these D1 drivers just for the next few corners, just to see if anything comes of this right now. And then whilst that's going on... go on.
Figgy's had a spin coming out of bus stop.
Oh no, Hazy's got P6.
On his own now. He's been passed by Ben, Smalley, and Bronco Bry, so he's down to 4th effectively in D2. That's a shame. That was a commentator's curse, unfortunately. And now Smalley and Bronco Bry having a bit of a battle here, going into Eau Rouge. It was side by side for a second, and then they thought better of it before going into Eau Rouge. After Mark Webber and Fernando Alonso side by side all them years ago. So let's see. Bronco Brive he's still a bit too far back to take advantage of DRS. I've said it in several streams before. I feel like you've got to be within about half a second to be able to make an overtake work. If you're more than that, then you're not going to make it happen.
And now Figgy has caught up to the back of him. He's only 4 tenths behind at the moment. I'm just going to ride on board with Figgy's telemetry just so you guys can see what his tyre wear is currently looking at. Figgy has shared his telemetry. He's up to 25% average, 26% average. Ooh, as he has to swerve and go off track to avoid Bronco Bribe there. He's managed to get past him though, but they're still battling. That was weird. Yeah, I think that was an overtake off track.
Yeah, that's a little bit naughty there from Figgy. Going off track to get an overtake completed. To me, he needs to give the position back.
Yeah, he should do.
But now he's battling Smalley side by side, almost going into Blanchimont. No, which is brave. So now he's going up the inside at the bus stop. Can he get stopped in time? Yes.
Just.
He can. He can just. He's now past Smalley. But whether he keeps that position or not, I don't know.
Now this is interesting because I'm not sure Smalley has been this close to someone in front of him for this race now. And if he continues to drive as normal, he might find he's in a tricky situation as he's going up through Eau Rouge here, because he's going to have a big loss of downforce. He's going to have to turn in a lot earlier. Let's see if he can adapt to it as he's coming through the corner now. He's looking solid. Yeah, he's looking fine. Nailed it.
Yeah, good job. Good job from Smalley. Figgy's about 4 seconds back from Ben. So this is going to be interesting to see whether he can catch up to Ben before the end of the race. Let's see.
Yeah, but one thing to point out as well, Figgy's tyres are at 30%. Smalley's are at 40 on the front here. I think he might have done a few extra laps on his tyres in quali.
Yeah, he might have done. Unfortunately, Codemasters being the absolutely brilliant game company that they are, they don't provide how many laps have done on qualifying on these tyres, which is a real ball ache, I'm not going to lie. It's unfortunately not quite up to the standard of F1 graphics of real time. I tell you what, I've noticed something with Smalley. I was watching it during qualifying, I'm watching it now in the race. He's got a lot of understeer in that car.
It's his front tyres. His front tyres right now are over 40%, and that's only after 4 laps.
Because
tyres are like that.
Because if you watch on board with Smalley when you get a chance, especially through the second sector, you can see his steering wheel is putting in a lot of work. It's like watching. Can you remember Fernando Alonso when he used to have the driving style when he drove the Renault first time round, where he had to hook the car in? Smalley's off.
Around, he's in the pit lane.
And he's done a good job there. Well done, Smalley.
It's his tyres. Honestly, his tyres are 50% right now. He needs to get in. He needs to get in and pit.
They're basically boiled.
They're going to be hot through here as well. He needs to lift. Just so you guys can see on the stream as well, this is a new graphic that we have in the Race Engineer app where you can see a graph showing the tyre wear for each of his tyres. His fronts have climbed a lot quicker
side by side.
Yeah, I can got a good view of this from Smalley's point of view right now. There's contact. Ooh.
And just about get through that. Just about. That was hair raising.
I'm glad nothing else came of it though. I'm glad they're both still racing. They both got their front wing.
Figgy is catching Ben, by the way. The gap's now just under 2 seconds.
And this should be a pit stop territory now. We're on lap 5. We're just about to get to halfway. I think this is a good time for them to switch onto those medium tyres.
Yeah, let's see if anyone goes long. Or indeed tries to do an undercut. So Figgy is catching Ben very quickly. He's about a second and a half back. Let's see if anyone pits now. No, both Ben and Figgy have carried on. Lav Sesh is in. Lex is just about in. Oh, hello. Side by side going through the pit lane. Yeah, that was. I didn't want to give up the position anytime soon. I'm interested. I'm interested to see if Bronco needs any. Yeah, he needs a new front wing. He needs a new front wing. It might have been something from earlier, but at the same time, it might have been coming into the pit lane as well, which to me won't be cool.
Figgy 7 tenths behind Hazy. It's coming, isn't it? It's coming. I think he could do it before they get into the pit lane, which should be this lap.
Also, welcome back, Clickler.
Oh, is he in the stream?
No, he's back on Discord though.
Oh, hello, Lickler.
Welcome back, Clickler. The finished fireball. He is exactly what I believe Kimi Räikkönen would have been if he hadn't been in Formula 1. An angry Finn.
Figgy has got past, just to let you know. He was doing
on
it
Discord though.
Oh, hello, Nick. It was clean. Just watching a replay of it here.
Welcome back,
Figgy does an amazing switchback. I don't think there was any contact.
Finished fireball.
Get to the left side of him.
He is exactly what I believe Kimi Räikkönen would have been if he hadn't been in Formula 1. Ben's attacking back though. Ben's attacking back though into the bus stop. That would be a brave move. Who's in? They're all in.
Every single one of them. Oh, Lex has got another 3-second penalty.
Of course, there's no indication for how the D1 race will be because it's not nearly as long. So anyone who's watching for the D1 race, unlucky. So now Lav Sesh is battling Stig here for 9th place. Let's see now heading into
They're going to come right out with Hazy. Oh no, they're not. Hazy and Nick Figgy are out. Look at this. Hazy's got right to the gearbox. And Figgy as well. I think he had a far better stop. Let's see what he can do then as he's going through a Rouge. Is he going to be able to hold on to it with those cold medium tyres? Oh. He saved it. He saved it.
The back end was threatening to put him into the Villeneuve
right out with Hazy. Oh no, they're not. Hazy and Nick Figgy are out. Look at this. Hazy's got right to the gearbox.
That wall, of course, is the Villeneuve Magnussen wall.
Let's see what he can do then as he's going
where
through
Villeneuve went off all them years ago,
with his
and
cold
of course
medium
Magnussen
tyres.
very recently,
He saved
a few years back. So now, can he stick with Figgy here? Put a bit of pressure on. No, Figgy seems to be better through the middle sector.
And Smalley's just made a read on Bronco Drive as well on the Kendall Straight. He's managed to get past. A little bit of contact between front wing and rear left of Smalley there, but he's got through okay.
The Camel Straight, I thought.
Camel,
I didn't realise the straight. Yeah, I didn't realise the straight had a hump.
No, I'm sure I didn't say that. Ooh. Bronco Drive's fighting back though, and he's managed to get past him again, so Smalley is back down in 13th place at the minute. But I don't think Smalley's going to want to give that up too easily. He's going to fight back, and you can see he's got a tighter line. Oh no, and he's hit him! He's hit him! Oh, what happened there? Oh, he's not lost too much wing though, because the damage is set to reduce. He's only lost an end plate. I'm going to watch the replay on that just to see what happened, because look at this.
Virtual safety car.
And he's managed to get past him again, so Smalley is back down in central place at the minute. But I don't think Smalley's going to want to give that up too easily. He's going to fight back. He's got a tighter line. Oh no, and he's hit him! He's hit him! He just what happened to the wall? He was sucked by his slipstream there. Bronco Drive's fighting back though.
Oh, Small, what a divvy stick.
What a divvy stick. VSC is out though, and we've only got 3 laps left in this race now. I'm riding on board with Stig, and look at this battle between Johto, between Santi, and between Ollie is still going on. If this happens in D1, this is going to be really, really interesting, because these guys, now that we've turned the racing line back on, everyone's so similarly paced. Oh, and Smalley's got drive-through for speeding under the VSC.
Oh, Smalley.
The good thing is, Bronco Drive has pitted, which means that Smalley's drive-through isn't going to lose him a position.
I'm actually really excited about the D1 race, because there's a few quick guys in that race today. There's Bondo, Bossman Pickle, Gerdman, Stinson, Joe obviously is there as well. Yourself, to a certain extent. Max, Lika, Pingu, Ollie. This is going to be such good fun to commentate on.
Hopefully, I'll hopefully put on a good show for you, but I've only done 3 practice laps, so can't promise too much. Right, we've got the yellow in sector 1 and 2. I think that's just illicit right at the back there. And we've got yellow in sector 2, that's illicit again. And now the safety car, the virtual safety car has come in. And Hazy, sorry, he's just 6/10 behind Figgy, so Hazy's not giving that position away. He's really, really trying to fight back.
Yeah, Ben's just about hanging on to Figgy's coattails here. Lavsesh is trying to get past. No, Stig's trying to pass Lavsesh just behind him as well. That's the battle for 9th place on track. Figgy is not really pulling away like I thought he would from Ben.
Hang on.
Someone's had an incident.
Who is it? I can't quite tell who it is. Oh, it's Bronco Drive. Oh, he's lost the wheel. He's lost the wheel.
He's out.
Ooh.
He's out. Right on the inside of Puon as well.
Yeah, he's off. His car's not disappearing though, strangely. We've got Smalley in the pits now. He's done his drive-through and he's got a wing change too. Is he going to come out ahead of Illicit? It's going to be side by side with him. Illicit's overtaken him. Smalley's only got 2 laps left to try and get that position back.
Yeah, so now I'm just watching, see if we've got the battle for the lead as well as the actual race. Smalley gets a 5-second penalty for crossing the pit exit line pit exit white line. Oh dear, Smalley. Never mind.
Race, top 3 all have 3 seconds worth of penalties too. Random is on 5.7 seconds away at the minute. Doesn't have a penalty, but he's got to catch up 3 seconds rather in the last 2 laps right now. I don't think it's going to be possible for him. But look at this again. Santu's DRS is just not helping him out as much as you wish it would. He's only got 5% of his ERS there. Meanwhile, Johto's got 50% ERS. I think Johto's saving this for a last lap dash.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch. Figgy is now 2 seconds clear of Ben, and then Lex is up in third. It was effectively the D2 race, so that's a good job from Lex.
Yeah, Lars actually just lifted as he's going through a route there. I think he's just trying to give Hazy some breathing room, which is going to help Hazy out a lot because Hazy does not like drivers driving so close behind him. Santu 3/10 behind at the minute. Let's switch to this battle now as they're just coming through the chicanes and we're coming up to the 3rd sector.
Heading through Stavelo now.
Yeah, he should get him here actually. Look at this, he's only 2/10 of a second behind, but Ollie's just pulling away. How is this happening?
Ollie is doing a very, very good job here. Ollie's got double the amount of errs of Pingu as well, so...
Oh, look at Johto.
Oh no! Joe's going right round the outside.
Wild Johto appears and takes Pingu. Hang on, that was cheeky, wasn't it? I did not expect him to do that there.
Nude Pingu, move out the way.
Here we go. Johto could be looking at a race win here. Is he going to be able to jump Ollie here? He's got 53% ERS. Ollie only has 23. I think this is it. I think we're about to see the race over. Oh no! Johto's lost it! Oh, he's lost the position. And here comes Random on him now as well. Random surely he's going to jump him here. Oh wow.
Oh my.
Wow. 53% ERS. Ollie
Well,
only
that
has
was
23.
heart and mouth stuff.
Hazy's lost it. I think we're about to see the race over. Oh no! Johto's lost it! Oh, he's lost the position. And
But he's going to be second in D2, so that's still going to be a good job regardless.
Oh, wow. It is.
He's had a very, very good race today, Ben. It's going to be a breakthrough win for Figgy as well. He's still got that thing hanging over him, overtaking off track at P1. But that aside, I can't really say that he's made too many mistakes today.
That's what lifts it off. And he's lost his wing as well. That could mean Smalley's jumped him. Yes, Smalley's got him. Smalley's got Alyssa on the last lap.
Oof.
That's unlucky Liam, but congrats Smalley. He fought back, didn't he? Now I'm going to come up because Santi's dropped down 2 seconds now on Ollie as they're just coming up to the bus stop chicane. Ollie's going to take the race win on track, and the D2 winner is looking like it's going to be Figgy. So well done, Ollie. I bet you that's some really valuable practice that you've got in for the race there. Santi's going to cross the line in second. Johto's going to cross the line in P3, and look at that. Random jumped in to get P3. Oh, Bounty spun across the line. Is he finished? No, he hasn't. He's not crossed the line yet. Oh, look at that. Proctor's got him. Oh, no, he hasn't. And there goes Bounty across the line. Proctor's going to be next with 6 seconds worth of penalties. Next up, it's going to be Figgy. He's going to be the D3 race winner, so he's going to be collecting that full 30 points this season. So well done, Figgy. But, yeah, we need to see if that gets reported. Him overtaking on track around the outside.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see as well.
Absolutely. So now I'm going to have to jump off. I'll quickly just get the stream details in. Stig crosses the line in P9. Hazy gets P2, provisional P2 for now. He could get P1 if Figgy's reported. Lex is going to come across the line in P3 for D2. So good job there, Lex in the Ferrari. Larvsesh D1 driver is going to pull over and let the other guys, BJ Robbo for example, pass him. Well done, BJ Robbo for P4 there. That's a good recovery drive, and that's it. Very interesting race there, and we've got the D1 starting in just 10 minutes time.
Yeah, which I'll be commentating on.
See if you can get Smalley in the comment box with you. I'm sure he'll do it.
Oh no, I think he'll be licking his wounds too much.
Maybe. So let's just show you guys the results there, so Hazy can do the results. That's all of them. And the last one was the DNF. So that's it. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We've got D2 starting on the same channel in YouTube in just 10 minutes' time. So, yeah, thanks for commentating there, Ash, and we'll see you shortly.
No bother.